from inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, as we come into this. All right. We'll be back. About to get started here. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Rooker launched a homer in his most recent game. Strike two. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
In the dirt. The 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. Rooker aboard here at first with nobody out. And down on strikes. 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. His second of the year. The Athletics score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. Shea Langoliers now at the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back now in Toronto. And pitching in this one for the A's, Aaron Civale. What do we have on him?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
And a big swing and a miss. Gets him to chase after that one.
fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
The 0-1. That one fouled off. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting third baseman, Kazuma.
2 down, base is empty. Kazuma Okamoto will hit next. This one in the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. And that one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-2. Savage making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
McNeil went deep in his most recent game. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Got him looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
At the plate, Zach Geloff. 2 down, nobody on. And that skips into dirt.
3 homer games don't grow on trees, Boog. There aren't even 150 players in MLB history who've done it more than once. So what he did in that last game was really impressive.
That misses. 3-1 now. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Brent Rooker digs in now. Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and the inning is over. A's get 1 on the RBI double. It's now 3-0. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Got him. One gone here.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
That's out.
Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1. Foul ball there. And a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 7, left fielder.
Looking for his first big league hit right here. What a stop. Throw to second, and they get the out. Blue Jays held in check. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one's in there. Strike 1. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero, and one away in the top of the 3rd. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 2-1. And a foul ball. Inside.
Inside.
Ball 3. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Jimenez throw to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball.
That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Out of here. His 2nd of the year, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Butler batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
That's
really
a ball.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to 3rd. Okamoto gets it to 1st. 3rd out. The A's get one on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on The Show, Canada. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Ripped to short. One pitch and one out.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-1. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And now the lineup turns over with one away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Foul ball. And the 0-1. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer. I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Liner caught at second. One left for Toronto. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. A good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it. Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Zach Geloff. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That's a ball.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Ripped to third and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Ball, that's outside.
The Blue Jays down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one hammered. This one looks like trouble. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
For the Blue Jays, second baseman, David Snyder.
Nope. Outside. Ball 2.
Towards first,
Nope,
but
that's
it
foul.
kicks foul. 1 out and a runner at second. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. The 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Guerrero. And there's 1 down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Rooker in the box again. Takes a strike. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. And the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the misplay. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo.
That's a
Light
block.
tower power.
that's
You-
right. Time
right
called
there.
now as the pitch is delivered. Oh, and Patrick Johnson, the plate umpire, he's calling a balk. Okamoto tosses to first. 2 away.
Ball.
I think we may
I'm out.
have a balk
That's a
here.
balk.
And yes, we do. The 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Ball 2.
Two outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Inside,
ball
almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball in.
Close, but call the ball. And it's 2-0. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Misses
Oh, that's
again,
it.
5 in a row. That one found hard the other way. 2-2 now. And that's
Nope,
outside. Sets him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. So they strand a pair. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Jays nothing.
Did it with ease, never gonna lose when I'm winning again. Give me my ring, champion teams are back to back, blasting off my education.
Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, number 1. swings over the top of that one.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, just a little cut fastball on the inside part of the plate and couldn't get the barrel to it at all. Just kind of tied him up there right under the hands. Tells me he's probably looking soft away and just wasn't able to adjust.
They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Andres Jimenez. And that is out of play.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
0-2 now. Got him swinging. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. And here it is Lawrence Butler.
Center fielder Lawrence Butler. Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Max Scherzer getting ready to make his season debut.
Scherzer.
Check
Nope,
swing, no
that's
appeal.
inside.
Ball 1. There's a strike. Scherzer, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
All 1. Hey!
Right through there for a strike. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Jeff McNeil stands in. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. And it's even up. McNeil not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Hard hit, knocks it down. Guerrero over to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there. And it's fouled away. Up the middle. And he beats it. He's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Max Muncy up next for the A's. Pitch kicks away. But no advance from the runners. 2 on, 2 outs. And it's 1-1.
Ball 2.
The A's looking to add another. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's one
ball
misses.
3.
Ball 3. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Out number 3. A's strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boog. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The A's leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Out to short, Wilson. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
In the air out to center. And it drops in. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the
Kazuma
Blue Jays,
Okamoto
center
with his
fielder,
first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Tap foul at the plate. Okamoto off of first with 2 away. In the dirt, blocked. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on The Show Canada. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that skips in the dirt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Left field. Fair ball.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Soderstrom in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
No pitch signaled now, and a balk is being called. Man at second. Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Rip to third. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Now no pitch is signaled. And wow, a balk is being called. And with a runner on third, that's going to bring home a run.
Ball. Hey!
The Athletics up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. To the right side, but it kicks foul. Inside
ball
3-2 the count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Mad Max notches the K.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Long throw to first. That's the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 6 and the Jays nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious. We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And now the 0-1. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Hey!
This to third. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Zach Geloff. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Scott Barlow. This is his first appearance of the season. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball 1.
The A's bullpen has some movement. J.T. Ginn, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a swing and a miss. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, George Springer.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to third. Zips it to first, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still find themselves down 6-zip.
Gotta re-up the deal. We got the mass appeal.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Aye.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Swings through that one out in front that time. This one in the air right field. Sanchez on the run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That one way inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Kurtz at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Time called now as the pitch is delivered. Oh, and Patrick Johnson, the plate umpire, he's calling a balk.
That's a ball.
I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Two outs and a runner at third here at the top of the 9th. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Scherzer ahead 1-2. Out towards right center field. Sanchez on the move. And that is that. The A's strand 1. They lead it though 6-zip. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And 1-2.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Up with it, fires to first.
Got him.
Langoliers just in time. That was close, but he's retired on the strikeout, one away.
Man, that was very close at first. I thought for a second he might beat it and reach on the strikeout, but that was a nice, strong throw to complete the out. That's a tough play when there's not much margin for error on the throw.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Swings through the sweeper.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Blue Jays have just 1 out. Tyler Ferguson on to pitch here. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Varsho at the plate now, and that's strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Good job to fight that one off. The A's up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9.
At the ball.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll do it. The A's come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
重点是为什么一样的价钱，然后跟其他房子
My life is real, real. So I'm frontin' on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, rest in peace, Polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Rye E. Me.